Good afternoon. I want to say warm, bright, and sunny day. It is Saturday, May the 4th, and I'm in the reading nook with a nice hot cup of tea. And what I've got to unbox is a copy of Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window, a game of deduction and suspense by Prospero Hall and published by Funko Games. So I've literally picked this up today, paying very much less than half price for it. It's even cheaper anyway. So, what if you thought you saw a murder? Experience Alfred Hitchcock's masterpiece Rear Window in this game of deduction and suspense. Casually observe strange clues and ominous patterns in the things going on in the apartments across the way. There are parties, knives, a saw, bickering, laughing, music, and a mysterious trunk. Do you detect a murder, or is the secret private world of the neighbours planting frightening ideas in your mind? Can you see the strange patterns? Was it murder, or was your mind fooling you? Every game is a different mystery. Ages 13, 3 to 5 players, 40 minutes. So, it's got a great cover. You've got James Stewart, Grace Kelly, and so on. You know, viewing the murderer in the film. Sorry about that. That's a spoiler for a 70-year-old film. From the apartment block over into the court. It's sort of like, across the way, in the courtyard between the apartments. So I'm interested in this because two reasons really. It's Prospero Hall. Prospero Hall really doesn't put a foot wrong when it comes to designing games, and the other thing is taking intellectual properties and designing games based on them. Intellectual properties that you wouldn't think necessarily would work as a game, like E.T., for example. It does, or The Goonies turns it into sort of like a mini role-playing game. But you have to say, a 70-year-old thriller from Alfred Hitchcock, can that be the basis of a good game? It's an interesting idea, but you have to wonder, people going, who's this sort of like aimed at? Because today's audience may not necessarily know about Rear Window, may not know about it as a film because of its age. That anything beyond a certain age, they're not going to know about. So you've got really nice illustration inside, the pattern inside the box cover lid. Doesn't need this, but it's just a nice little addition that Funko Games really did put into making really nice looking games. It's a real shame that they stopped. And this is what you've got in the game. Oh, I've dropped something, but not on the floor. So let's put that back. And we start off with the player's guide. And the first thing I absolutely adore is they've taken that image, and this is the image from the film. It's the sort of like famous image of from the film of a motor racing crash taken by the main character, played by James Stewart, and it's an incredible shot. But in the process, he got injured. He broke his leg, and that's why he's in the apartment for several weeks with nothing to do. So, fantastic! And then you open up, and you have the headshot of Alfred Hitchcock, sort of saying, as per. Every time he did like an appearance, especially in Alfred Hitchcock Presents, good evening, and he would explain about the mystery that's about to unfold. And he didn't do it in things like the big films like Rear Window, the television series he kind of did. So we've got the game tray set up for the game, how to set the game up in general. And then we've got the story of L.B. Jeffries. This is the main character by James Stewart. And then on the other, basically, you've got the director's set up, i.e., that's the sort of like the game master as well. Concepts and components, the objective, watcher placards, watcher and director screens, the director, his role, and so on. Taking through that step-by-step process. And then playing a day and building a deduction tree, going through sort of like building Sorry, going through the deduction phase, window phase. Okay, let's go for this. Like I said, so playing a day, you go through the window phase. So that's where you're looking through the window and seeing what's happened across across the courtyard. The deduction phase, you try and work out what's going on. And then scoring phase for how accurate you are. And you've got a frequently asked questions list there. Always a nice, useful addition. Got advert for Pan Am, another game that published by Funko Games as well. Then you have this big stack of things. So let's get this done so I can show you that. Okay. And the production values, I'd say, on these games are always terrific. So we start off with this. So you've got a night scene across the way, and that's a guide in there. I presume that's going to be one of the players' boards, and this one, okay, and that's again another scene across the courtyard. Really taking shots from the film, absolutely terrific. You've got, this is for the director, you know, who's not doing his best Alfred Hitchcock impersonation. And this is from one of the boards. Is that going to come apart? Yes, there we go. So that's the sort of like day one progress. Day two. This looks like a nighttime shot. Day three. Day four. So that's tracking the clues. Then you've got a director's sort of tracking sheet, I think. Underneath that, I'll see if I can get hold of. Oh, okay. Let's pull this. So this is going to come out. Yes. You've got all the tokens and so on, including, you know, the drunk, the klutz, the globetrotter. You've got different tokens for different characters, and so in the board you've got this tray. Okay, so you've got a cover on the tray like that, and these will come out and sit in that, okay, like in the slots, you can see there, and then when you come to put it all away, so on, just put the cover on. That is another nice addition. It's sort of like just that extra element of, okay, we just need to hold everything in place. Here's how we're going to help you do it. Fantastic. Black cubes, don't know what they're used for, basic marking progress. Then you have cards for, presumably going to be for the different characters. Yeah, so this is for the cards for the watchers, and you've got 4 of those. So you basically, one player is the director, the other players is the characters. So you've got L.B. Jeffries, that's the James Stewart cast. That's going to be, the nurse, Lieutenant Tom Doyle. He's going to be, you know, basically someone who consults. And Lisa Fremont, that's the Grace Kelly role. Then you've got a little bit, a cardboard box, a trunk for keeping clues and things, and I think that basically there's discovery, and that's got its own little deep slot. In the box, there we go. So we just show you that, and then I can just pull that out. That slot's in there. And then we've got, finally, this deck of cards, which I will open up and show you. Try and get one. There we go. Pull the plastic off there. So these are kind of clue, identity cards, images of what's going on. You've got those essentially is what you're trying to basically draw ideas and clues from. And then that all fits back, everything fits back into the box nice and neatly. And not only that, it all looks really very good. The production values on this are really very nice. I am still of a mind to sort of go, not quite sure whether, you know, you have to wonder whether Rear Window is a game that a lot of people are really going to understand, essentially in terms of the source material. But I'm looking forward to actually having a look at it in more detail because I do love the film and playing a game on it. I mean, I'm going to enjoy that, and I think, you know, people of my age will. Younger people, maybe not. Anyway, that's Alfred Hitchcock's Rear Window social murder deduction game, published by Funko Games. I hope you've enjoyed this unboxing in the Nook. If you have, please do click on the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to get more unboxings in the Nook, where you will see me out here with a box containing a book or game or role-playing game, or in this case, it's an actual board game which I will unbox and chat about to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea, then please do click on the subscribe button down below. Thanks again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. I will be back again soon with another one. Bye for now.